No single automobile has ever or will ever again capture the psyche of the American public like Corvette. It's more than a car. It's a world-class status symbol. Its owners are successful and take pride in their accomplishments. In 1987, Corvette again offers two exciting models. Corvette Coupe. For more than 3 decades, it's been America's only true production sports car. And in independent USAC tests last year, it took on the European exotics and won. Corvette Convertible, the classic American roadster, giving new meaning to the adage, "The sky's the limit." Prospects don't walk into a Chevrolet dealership and just happen to drive home in a Corvette. They know what they want from the start and expect special treatment and demand their salespeople know the product as thoroughly as they do themselves. Ready to answer any questions, especially in 2 key areas: performance and world-class componentry. A 5.7-liter tuned port injection V8, the soul of Corvette's performance, rests beneath its clamshell hood. Capable of developing 230 horsepower, this engine utilizes a sophisticated fuel induction system where individually tuned air runners and 8 computer-controlled injectors deliver precise amounts of air and fuel to each intake port. Lightweight aluminum heads also contribute to the engine's overall power and efficiency. The outcome? Instant accelerator response awaiting the driver's command, with a 0 to 60 time of 5.4 seconds. Corvette's power is channeled to the road through one of the most advanced 4-wheel independent suspension systems in the world. Lightweight, yet incredibly strong, aluminum knuckle and control arms keep Corvette balanced and in control through even the tightest turns. Corvette's independent suspension design utilizes a 5-point control mechanism. 2 trailering arms control fore and aft movement, and the lower strut and half shaft control lateral movement. Together, they help stabilize the rear of the car. There's also a rear steer arm that controls roll and deflection steer, helping eliminate the body lean that sometimes occurs during high-speed cornering. Completing the suspension system are fiberglass monoleaf springs at each wheel. They provide the same support and resilience as conventional steel coil springs, but at half the weight. Corvette grabs hold of the pavement with Goodyear Eagle unidirectional radials for sure-footed traction. Corvette is more than just a great performance car. It's a sophisticated package of world-class componentry, the result of an ongoing evolution to provide buyers with the latest in automotive technology. One of Corvette's most advanced components is the Bosch 2 anti-lock braking system, referred to as ABS. Speed sensors at each wheel are tied into a computer to monitor speed and brake system status. When the driver applies the brakes, ABS monitors all 4 wheels for possible lockup. If it senses the wheels are about to lock up, the system takes control of the braking action, a process similar to pumping the brakes on ice to keep the car from sliding, bringing Corvette to a smooth, controlled stop. ABS also reduces Corvette's stopping distance in many conditions and prevents flat spotting. New for 1987, all Corvettes are available with an optional low tire pressure warning system, where sensors at each wheel monitor tire pressure to alert the driver well before a flat tire situation. Security is also an important concern with high-performance car buyers, and Corvette protects their investments with its state-of-the-art vehicle anti-theft system, VATS. The ignition key is designed with a special resistor, which is matched to a contact in the key cylinder. Buyers receive 3 specially coded keys at the time of delivery. When the proper key is inserted in the ignition, the contacts tell the decoder module it's okay, activating the fuel injectors and allowing the car to start. If the wrong key is used, the computer will shut down the fuel injection system to prevent the would-be thief from starting the car. There's also a built-in time lag that prevents the car from starting for at least 2 minutes, long enough to discourage even the most enterprising crook. Corvette's world-class componentry is also incorporated into its cockpit design, where one of the most sophisticated computer-controlled instrumentation systems available in any car, at any price, monitors important vehicle functions. And the optional power seats, available for both driver and passenger, have back, side, and lumbar support adjustments to provide each rider with the optimum in personal comfort. Corvette prospects care about what they drive and are willing to invest a lot of money to get a premium sports car. So they deserve straightforward answers to their questions about Corvette's performance and world-class componentry. These prospects are, without a doubt, among the most knowledgeable of any new car buyers. The key to making the sale is your ability to present Corvette as the best high-performance value in the world. Camaro. Bold, energetic, responsive. That's the image its buyers want to project. They buy Camaros for their emotional appeal, their ability to make a personal statement about the people who drive them, who they are, and where they are going. Camaro satisfies these buyer needs with models that fill two key images: Sport Coupe and the all-new Camaro LT for sportiness, Z28 and IROC Z for performance. Sport Coupe and LT carry on Camaro's tradition of sportiness. Cars that say their owners care about more than just getting there. They appeal to prospects who want the most sportiness for their money, including many who are first-time sporty car buyers. The main attraction to these models is their appearance: the sloping hood, steeply raked windshield, and smooth, rounded hatch glass combine to shape one of the most recognizable cars on the road today. That distinctive Camaro look that says, "I've got style." But sportiness is much more than just styling. It also means having performance that lives up to Camaro's appearance. Standard on Sport Coupe and LT in 1987 is the 2.8-liter V6 with multi-port fuel injection. Injectors at each intake port deliver exact amounts of fuel for maximum performance, while still maintaining excellent overall fuel efficiency. And for those who require additional raw power, an optional 5-liter V8 is also available. And all Sport Coupes are equipped with a special sports suspension that's similar in design to Z28's, giving the driver excellent handling and road feel. LT carries Camaro sportiness a step further with interior appointments that surround occupants in personal luxury. The standard custom interior includes special cloth trim, convenient overhead console, and added sound insulation for a quiet, comfortable ride. There's a wide selection of available sound systems, including this AM/FM stereo with cassette, seek and scan, and graphic equalizer that Camaro prospects can match to their personal taste in music listening. New for '87, all Camaros are available with a top-of-the-line leather seat trim package. It's not only attractive, it's more durable. For those prospects who like their cars to convey their sporty images, Chevrolet puts them in the driver's seat with two of the sleekest, sportiest cars on the road today: Camaro Sport Coupe and Camaro LT. Z28 and IROC Z, cars that live up to their performance image. They're ready for anything. Appealing to prospects who demand the most in performance and the high-profile styling to match, this duo delivers. IROC Z and Z28 performance begins under the hood with a standard 5-liter 4-barrel V8, the proven Chevrolet small block V8 that's been the foundation of Chevrolet Thunder, the heartbeat of America. Both models can be equipped with a tuned port injection version of the 5-liter V8. Individually tuned air induction runners and 8 computer-controlled injectors supply precise amounts of air and fuel at each intake port, and results in a phenomenal increase in power and engine response. For even more gut-wrenching power, a special edition IROC Z, equipped with Chevrolet's 5.7-liter TPI V8, is available for those who want the ultimate Camaro. With 220 horsepower and a phenomenal 320 foot-pounds of torque. Performance, however, means more than just horsepower. It's the power team and suspension working in harmony to provide an exhilarating, controlled ride. Z28 and IROC Z both feature special stabilizer bars and higher rate springs that are engineered to each car's individual handling characteristics. IROC Z adds racing-bred Delco Bilstein high-pressure gas shock absorbers. Together, these components produce a firm, consistent ride during straightaway acceleration and when maneuvering in and out of turns. The true performance of Z28 and IROC Z lies beneath their sheet metal, but it's their menacing, ready-to-take-on-all challengers look that first creates excitement. There's the one-of-a-kind Camaro aerodynamic fascia and quad headlamps, functional lower body ground effects, and a rear spoiler with new integral high-mount stop lamp, all helping to channel wind off the back and keep it glued to the road. A breath away from the prestigious International Race of Champions, IROC Z is styled after racing machines piloted by the world's best drivers. 16-inch cast aluminum wheels and Goodyear Eagle unidirectional black walls, body color ground effects, and special IROC Z decals and accents send a clear message. This car and its driver mean business. No matter which vehicle your prospects are interested in, Z28 or IROC Z, they'll be choosing one of the best performance packages available anywhere. For 20 years, Camaro has been a favorite with American drivers, offering models that are more than just transportation. They're extensions of their owners' personalities. Sport Coupe and LT for sportiness. Z28 and IROC Z for performance. You know when prospects are ready for Camaro, and the emotional appeal of these cars will be an important factor in their buying decisions, because they've got a special point of view about what a car should be. A point of view they can only get from behind the wheel of a Camaro.
The racetrack. It's like no other laboratory on Earth. A hub of automotive design, testing, and evaluation. Behind the scenes, away from the cheering crowds, Chevrolet engineers are constantly working with racing teams to make their cars faster, sleeker, and more responsive. The direct beneficiaries of what Chevrolet learns from racing are Chevrolet's customers. Because it's their Camaros, Monte Carlos, and Corvettes that utilize designs and components developed for and proven on the track. The International Race of Champions, one of motorsport's purest forms of racing, where the cars are identically prepared down to the smallest detail, and the margin of victory often depends on the skill of the drivers. The suspensions on these IROC Camaros are specially designed to stand up to the constant pounding of a race. At the heart of these suspensions are high-pressure gas-charged Bilstein racing shock absorbers, helping maintain the car's stability and contact to the ground. Bilstein shocks are also an integral part of IROC Z's suspension, providing the same driver benefits on the street as they do on the track. A more responsive suspension, a smoother ride, and better road feel. IROC Z and Bilsteins teaming up to provide a smooth, stable ride on the track and on the street. NASCAR, where the lead cars race door handle to door handle, bumper to bumper at speeds of more than 200 miles per hour. Aerodynamics is the name of the game, because the less power that's spent battling the wind is extra power for winning the race. Better aerodynamics also improve fuel economy. Drivers know that squeezing just one more lap out of the fuel tank between pit stops can sometimes mean the difference between a trip to the winner's circle and a push back to the garage. A mirror image of the Monte Carlos that dominate the NASCAR circuit, the special edition Monte Carlo SS Aero Fastback incorporates many of the same aerodynamic designs as its racing cousin. Along with giving the car its own distinctive look, the fastback glass also helps improve aerodynamics for a quieter ride and better stability in crosswinds. Both the Monte Carlo SS Coupe and Monte Carlo SS Aero Fastback also incorporate other NASCAR-proven wind-cutting designs for better overall performance and efficiency. The Sports Car Club of America's United States Endurance Cup. It's the ultimate test of drivers and their machines. These cars run just as they come off the showroom floor, with only a few safety modifications. Corvette rules the powerful GT class, sweeping all of last year's races. One of a car's most important components in endurance racing is its brake system. Drivers depend on their brakes as much as their engines on the twisting and dipping SCCA road courses. Corvette's Bosch anti-lock braking system has proven it can stand up to the punishment of a 24-hour race. It's the same Bosch 2 system that's standard on every Corvette. ABS gives the driver an added advantage of control and the confidence that Corvette can handle tight situations where its competitors might have to back off. Whether it's an IROC Z with its racing-bred Bilstein shocks, a Monte Carlo SS with its NASCAR-winning aerodynamic design, or a Corvette with anti-lock brakes that endure more wear and tear in one 24-hour race than they'll get in years of normal driving. Chevrolet's performance cars are race cars at heart, incorporating many components that have been pushed to their limits on the track and won.
Power teams. They serve a wide variety of needs and fill many different expectations depending on the car and its owner. Whether it's the power of a performance car, the economy of a small car, or something in between, it's the power team that the driver counts on day after day. Chevrolet's product research group recently completed an in-depth survey that asked customers about the power team expectations. And they identified 4 key areas of importance. Responsiveness. It moves when I tell it to. Even owners of economy cars said they expect a reasonable level of power. Economy. Although not as important as it once was during the oil crisis, fuel efficiency is still a key buying motivation for many consumers. Reliability. It starts every time. Customers consider this very important, and it could radically affect the overall satisfaction with the car and with repeat sales. And finally, serviceability, the cost of ownership, the durability, the important benefits that affect long-term satisfaction and have a direct impact on repeat and referral sales. In this program, we'll address these power team issues and show how Chevrolet is meeting the challenge of today's customers with its 1987 power team lineup. Nowhere is Chevrolet's commitment to designing and building power teams that meet these customers' needs more evident than in its 1987 engine lineup. Some of the significant advancements can be seen in the new 2.5-liter 4-cylinder, standard on the Celebrity, and the Generation 2 2.8-liter V6, available on Cavalier and Celebrity. This year's developments have pushed the engines beyond the technology of their predecessors, resulting in truly new engines. Chevrolet's Power Team consumer research shows that engine responsiveness is an important customer concern, and these engines are able to meet this need by increasing horsepower over their 1986 versions. On the 2.5-liter, for example, the cant, or angle of the inlet passages, has been revised to improve airflow to the combustion chamber. The result is a 6% rise in horsepower that will be most noticeable to customers when they're accelerating from a stop or when merging onto the freeway. On the Generation 2 2.8-liter, the cylinder heads have been completely redesigned, now cast with lightweight, high-strength aluminum rather than iron. This helps reduce the weight of the engine by 35 pounds and contributes directly to better overall performance and efficiency. The modified combustion chambers of the 2.8 liters aluminum heads and new piston design have helped increase the engine's compression ratio from 8.5 to 1 to 8.9 to 1, comparable to some high-performance engines. This results in a more efficient use of gasoline and more responsiveness at low to medium operating speeds, a benefit customers will notice when they're accelerating to pass another vehicle. Although responsiveness is a key customer concern, improvements in performance cannot come at the expense of fuel efficiency. The 2.8-liter engine with multi-port fuel injection features new Monte injectors that provide a finer, more accurate fuel spray for improved efficiency. The advanced design Monte injectors are linked to an electronic component in the onboard computer. This component is called the peak hole driver, and it precisely controls the opening and closing intervals of the valve for optimum injection efficiency. The result is quicker throttle response and improved engine efficiency, as well as an engine that runs clean on almost any gas blend, virtually free of plugging. As we discussed earlier, reliability is very important. Customers want cars they can count on, cars that start every time. To ensure starting reliability and simplify ignition and timing service, Chevrolet has developed the computer-controlled coil ignition system, or C3I, for both the 2.5-liter and 2.8-liter engines, as well as the 2-liter 4-cylinder that's standard on Cavalier. This precise timing control device eliminates the need for a distributor and rotor, greatly reducing the number of serviceable parts. It also increases timing accuracy for better starts and more efficient use of gasoline. For improved cold weather starting and less hesitation in all driving conditions, the 2-liter and 2.5-liter 4-cylinder engines feature a new throttle body injector that delivers precise amounts of fuel into the intake ports. The weight of this vital fuel injection component has been reduced, along with the number of moving parts, improving its durability and operating efficiency. The ease and reduced need for adjustments and repairs is the third key concern of consumers surveyed by Chevrolet. For 1987, the 2-liter, 2.5-liter, and 2.8-liter engines are all equipped with a single belt system known as the Serpentine accessory drive. Modeled after the world-class single belt design found on Corvette, this system reduces the number of belts from 3 to just 1. The Serpentine is named for its snake-like appearance as it wraps around the pulleys that drive the generator, air conditioning compressor, power steering pump, and water pump. Its automatic tensioner, mounted on a spring-loaded arm, consistently maintains power belt tension, eliminating the need for shifts and adjustments. Meeting customer needs is the driving force behind Chevrolet's 1987 engines. Not modifying engines just for the sake of change, but rather they change customer-focused. Build a vehicle that's everything today's buyers want. The difference from the 2-liter, 2.5-liter, and 2.8-liter engines is Generation Powerteams. I will 6 with 5-speed manual transmission on Cavalier.